Thank you, parents, relatives, and friends for attending. The students wouldn't be here without all the support they get from you at home. And to our students, you're here today because of credit to your hard work and dedication for making the honor roll for 2 consecutive quarters. All of you here should be very proud of this accomplishment. I always say what makes West Bridgewater so special are our amazing and talented students, our dedicated and hard-working educators, and our supportive and caring community. This has been a wonderful year for our students and staff in the new building. There are so many great things in this building that enhance the learning of our students. It truly makes this a 21st century learning environment, and our students are thriving. Today I'd like to focus on 2 things that have enhanced our students' learning outside the building. The first is community service. Our students continually give back to their school and community. Through service clubs and organizations, students are required to do hours, but they continue to go above and beyond expectations. This year we allowed our seniors to do their 20 hours of community service throughout the year, rather than at the end of the year. And we feel this has been very successful. Students have volunteered throughout the year at the YA, local schools, hospitals, the neighbors, at the food pantry, various shelters, the forestry department, Midnight Madness, Relay for Life, Special Olympics, and many other organizations. We truly hope that this commitment to helping others will continue through their lives. We hope in the future all grades will participate in a community service requirement. It was once said, the road to daily happiness is not hard to find. It's what we do for others that brings us peace of mind. This year, our students also gained valuable knowledge of the world outside of West Bridgewater. Students and staff traveled to Costa Rica last summer, and we welcomed students and staff from Costa Rica back here this past winter as part of an exchange program. The students spent 2 weeks in each country, and not only did they benefit from the experience, but so did the host families in our entire school community. This past October, our students took an extended trip to Quebec City. During the year, our students have Skyped with classrooms in Kenya, Madrid, Tajikistan, and Hungary. And over the past 2 weeks, we've had 43 students and staff visit from China. They spent time in classrooms with other students and visited other schools within the district. And the excitement continues as we're looking forward to exchange programs next year with schools in Lyon, France, and once again with Saint-Laurent, Costa Rica. Our students' learning has no boundaries. It is our goal to prepare them for the world that awaits them. For our students, continue to do the great things that have gotten you here today. Look for ways to excel and work to make our school and community a better place. To our honored students, we wish you the best and once again congratulate you on all of your accomplishments. For our honor breakfast program, we'd like to bring back former West Bridgewater graduates. Dr. Matt Murray is a 1998 graduate of West Bridgewater. He's a special lecturer of philosophy at Providence College and senior project advisor for the growthpolicy.org project at the Harvard University Kennedy School of Government. He earned his PhD in political theory at Cardiff University. He's a distinguished author who has received numerous awards for his work. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Matt Murray.
And thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here to speak, and congratulations for what you've achieved to be here this morning. I wanted to do a couple things that are important, I think, as a guest speaker, which is one, to be brief, and two, to be very honest and introspective. As I took the time to write this while on a golf holiday, actually, that I just got back from with a friend of mine who I had known since kindergarten. So yes, you will continue to have friends from West Bridgewater well into the later years of your life. And to be honest with you, you know, my life's ambition was not to do any of these things when I was in West Bridgewater and started out. My goal and ambition was to become President of the United States. I took on in 2016. So for those of you who are unhappy with your options at present, I apologize for not having fulfilled that. There's still time. You can write me in. I'll if elected, I'll serve. It's been wonderful meeting you all. The few students I've gotten to interact with, it's amazing to me because you sound like home. You bear the fingerprints of the same sorts of institutions and people and perspectives and even some of the same teachers and administrators that I had when I was here. So there's something very familiar about you, which is awesome. You're a product of the same sort of artifacts of education. And so there's something very warming to me about that. In fact, in honor of being back in West Bridgewater today, I'm wearing my first tie, which Mr. Barrett made me go get, okay, so that I could do away basketball games and look somewhat respectable. And I'm happy to say that it's survived all this time. So there have been a lot of changes, obviously, here in West Bridgewater over the years, as much as many of these things have stayed the same. We only need to look around to see some of that. It's still rather surreal. I'm picturing the old auditorium and its massive portrait in my mind. Just like West Bridgewater, you know, the environment will change, but some aspects of it will remain the same well into your later life. And same is true of your friends. And what's amazing to me is having now had the opportunity, looking at this, to reflect on some of the friends that I've remained friends with over the years. It's amazing to see the people not only that I thought they were when I was your age, sitting where you are, but to see who they've gotten to be and become and blossom into is really fantastic. But also there are some who time has left exactly where they were, and the world's kind of spun around them, and there's something kind of appropriate about that as well. So one thing that remains the same, though, in reflecting upon how the institutions of what you're looking at here in West Bridgewater, whether it's driving down 106 or whether it's the school itself or anything else, and the people and how they've changed as well, or not, is that West Bridgewater is a bit of a bubble. That was a terminology that was used, and I feel is really appropriate for what the experience was like for me being at West Bridgewater High School, but also for you know, for living in the town in general. I felt it was an apt description, and to understand that, I actually can kind of use some of my social theory on you here, which is if we look at society and the different organisms that exist within it, businesses, political institutions, laws, whatever they are, they kind of act like bubbles. So if you've ever had to wash the dishes the old-fashioned way, okay, you put the soap in the sink, you turn the water on, and it bubbles up, right? You end up with all these little bubbles. And what are bubbles? They're air pressure. They're pressurized. And what they do is they blossom up, and some get large, get big, some are very small. And they push against each other, and they all make the shapes they kind of are because they're pressurizing the size of what makes them whatever they are. And over time, some of them will pop and they'll disappear. Some of them will get larger because they encompass more space. West Bridgewater's bubble is kind of unique, and so I wanted to talk about you know, my sort of experience within it, my perspective of it, to see if it, and hopefully show that it has some perspective on development. I was a 766 student, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with that, that means special ed. I have a disability. But because it wasn't necessarily really discovered until I was in first grade, I was mainstream. So I ended up, that was sort of new at the time. So I got to go into high school, and for that reason, if you can imagine feeling like you don't necessarily act or learn the same way as everyone else does, that can be kind of a pressurized experience, and how you can feel that, you're not necessarily, that the pressures around you make you feel as if you're not maybe accepted or that you feel that you're not quite as capable as some of the people who surround you. Which is to make another confession, which is to say, for some of you out here, coming to this practice, I'm sure is more of a regular thing. Okay? For myself, I was a good student, but I was not an exceptional student. Okay? It's a lot of hard work to get a couple of quarters in a row for me that ended up getting me any sort of honors recognition. So, you can understand that within the bubble you feel a lot of pressure because it's a very small space. That's how bubbles work. And so it can feel like a lot of the things you do or that you're expected to do, the concepts of right and wrong, and this is part of the beauty of a bubble, is that those conceptions give you space, they form their own culture, they form a collective identity that I can relate to you as much as you can relate to me about what the experience is of being in West Bridgewater and learning in this environment. At the same time, they can feel a lot bigger than maybe they really are. And that those pressures and expectations can make you feel maybe under a lot of pressure or a lot of angst, or maybe even inflate some of your triumphs to a degree that you should take some introspection and look at. So that's what I wanted to kind of really focus on. So the closeness of the bubble in West Bridgewater can have some positive effects, but equally it can have some negative ones. So my path out of the bubble. So I left, and I have written down here on this lovely index card, I've got ... slowly, okay? Let's just say there was a girl involved, okay? And then I went to undergrad, just down the road at Wheaton College, okay? I was a Lion for 4 years. And this is where I got introduced to political philosophy. So, as I premised, when we started this, I said I wanted to become president of the United States. I went to go become a political science major. And part of the requirement was you had to take a political philosophy course. So, what do you do, boys and girls, when there's a course that you have to take, but you're maybe a little skeptical about or outright question taking? Do you do it right away? Probably not. So I put it off. Advisor was like, you gotta take the class. Fine. So I take the class, changed my life, like that. Okay? I thought that philosophy was a lot of people parsing around, like, why? Not actually doing anything. I didn't want to be in political science and do things. I wanted to do things. Like, obviously we shouldn't do this. But that class really made me think. I had a great professor, great teacher, and he really showed me the value of discipline. So I ended up taking more political philosophy courses as my electives. Yeah, sounds crazy, but I did, and it changed my life. Now, that being said, got to the end of undergraduate, wanted to be out of education entirely. Maybe some of you right now who are seniors kind of feel the same way. It's like, I don't want to go to classes anymore. Let's go. So I went into the nonprofit sector for about 4 years, working at various nonprofits, which was an awesome job. Okay? Got to apply practical skills. I had a corner office in Boston. But I kept in touch with that professor, and he kept going, you should really go do your graduate education. Kept following me. Finally, I was like, well, all right. So I took a chance, and I packed up with my wife, my 4 suitcases, bought a one-way ticket to Wales to go to Cardiff University, which is a Welsh institution of higher education, very, very good in political philosophy. And I left. And that was it, sink or swim. And it was very challenging and hard, and there was a lot of fear, but we got through it. And here I am now. Finished my PhD, came back, started teaching. People think, well, why philosophy? Well, philosophy is about questioning things, which is where I want to kind of finish off with you here. Learning is really a life pursuit. And what you're here today for and being recognized for is the fact that you've done so in an exceptional manner. Well, what I will ask you as a philosopher, leave it to the philosopher to wax philosophic on education, is to say, well, what is the act of learning? It's true that you're being quantified in a way in which you've received high marks for achieving at a high level. That's how it's been quantified. The act is different. The act is about challenging yourself. The act is not about knowing but not knowing. The act is about questioning and not necessarily the answers. And as such, what I think you have to realize is that so much of learning is about embracing your fear. It's about embracing the ability to fail, that ultimately those failures are the fertilizers for future success. And that you don't necessarily have to receive any kind of recognition to be a successful learner and to have achieved. In fact, it might be the only way you ever do. So what I asked you, to do in closing is not to embrace knowing, but to embrace not knowing. Embrace your ability to ask the questions and ask better questions of yourself. And to continue doing that throughout your lives. By being here, you've shown an aptitude and willingness to do so. And I'm here to say that it's not going to stop now. It's not going to stop either for us on stage or for any of your parents. It is something that you have to continually do. You never exist in a state of complete knowledge or understanding. So it's important to understand that. And one of the things that you can do is you can go back to your experience here in the bubble and have the comfort of having a place in which your shared and collective experience has actually been the same with a group of people in an institution and a place. And you can take from that comfort the bravery that you're going to need to go out and become the people you are by embracing your fear and asking the tough questions. So thank you for having me today, and without further ado, I'll pass this back on to you, President.
Thank you, Matt. Wonderful job. Before we give out certificates for our students for being here for John's breakfast, we would like to recognize some of our junior students with a couple of awards. The first award is the Holy Cross Book Award. This recognizes an outstanding student in the 11th grade for their academic achievement. This coveted award was made possible through the generosity of Dr. David Tiki, a West Bridgewater graduate and a 1967 graduate of Holy Cross. This year, the Holy Cross Book Award goes to Liam Norton. The next award is the St. Michael's College Book Award. This recognizes outstanding students who demonstrate a commitment to volunteerism and leadership in his or her community service endeavor. The award winners must be inductees in the National Honor Society and must demonstrate strong social conscience and sustained and sincere commitment to community service activities. It's a special award for me as I am a past graduate of St. Michael's College. This year there are two recipients of the award. I'm proud to announce that the recipients of this year's award are Julia Vanderstreet, the second recipient of the St. Michael's College Book Award is Dylan Bletchner. We're now going to begin with the certificates, starting with our seniors. Those of you that don't know, and I know the seniors certainly do, they graduate this Friday night at 6 p.m. Town Park, fingers crossed, although WHCH this morning said unsure and stay tuned. I don't know what stay tuned meant, but I certainly will. I'll be checking in probably every 6 hours. But this class has been a great class. It has the wonderful distinction of being the first class to graduate from this new building. I'm going to ask when the students come up, if they can come up on the side over here to my right and their left, come across the stage and remain standing on the stage, smiling, so they can get pictures of the wall. And we are going to start, as we traditionally do in the spring, we'll do it in reverse order. And I do know that some of our seniors, they have graduation practice after, so we're hoping they are. Allison 1. Alec Y. Riley Willis. Christian White. Nicholas Monk. Victoria Spencer. Jacqueline Soon. Emily Solomini. Ashley Silva. Madison Shea. Kaylee Shea. Rachel Ramos. Elise Porter. Catherine Pleach. Julia Nicole. Marissa Molinari. Erin Marble. Holly Beltran. Charles Magdarelli. Kathleen Lawson. Aaron Keelan. Abigail Town. Caitlin Hurst. Corey Holmes. Victoria Hogwarts. Maya Hay. Julianne Griffiths. Caitlin Gale. Sandra Gale. Sarah Frazier. Lydia Dunn. Annika Berkey. Addison Gladwin. Cody Church. Andrew Chan. Isabella Antonangeli. Congratulations, men, for our senior class. Don't forget grad tracks at 9 and call your friends. You return to your seats. Now for our juniors, and we do have a few juniors who are not here this morning because they're at the college fair. Amy Wilson. Erica Whitten. Jacob White. Jessica Vinskus. Vaughn Barrows. Julia Vanderstreet. Hannah Shorey. Brooke Shea. Jasmine Rose. Katrina Polcara. Jillian Tatum. Joseph Pereira. Jordan Palmer. Theodora Ojibana. Joseph O'Toole. Liam Norton. Elaine Nolan. Jillian Nelson. Bridget Mills. Abby McNulty. Karen McCarthy. Megan Matthews. Justin LeBoy. Shannon Kelly. Jessica Gulak. Julia Ginsburg. Patrick Gregory Jr. Mary G. Tiffany Galvin. Joseph Boswell. Erica English. Haley Diamond. Matthew DeLuca. Gianna Damiano. Colleen Daly. Chipatelli. Olivia Church. Lauren Carey. Dylan Bletchner. Kayla Bellamy. Emma Bedard. Brianna Alberghini. Congratulations to our juniors. And now for our sophomores. Faith Winchell. Casey Willis. Megan Weatherby. Alexis Tavares. Anthony Spooner. Mia Smith. Brendan Sheehy. Haley Ryan. Kelly Roth. Veronica Roberts. Brianna Rawl. Jenna Riggs. Christian Rod. Lauren Patsy. Michael O'Toole. Susanna Nickerson. Haley Marble. Alyssa McMillan. Kevin Long. Serena DeBoer. Vanessa Hurst. Valerie Hurst. Elizabeth Herman. Chase Hamill. Emma Gomes. Erin Gerard. Cameron Gay. Hannah Flynn. Lauren Dunn. Haley Davenport. Kaylee Coyne. Kayla Connors. Talia Chacon. Laura Campbell. Alyssa Buster. Madison Brooks. Abigail Moore. Taylor Baker. Kaylee Baker. Jacob Watt. Margaret Ellis. Brianna Alexander. Congratulations, West Software. Emma Spooner. Allison Silva. Gabriella Sharp. Emma Rosebush. Hannah Rawl. Abigail Roach. Rebecca Ramos. Ethan Putnam. Valerie Pugliaco. Daniel Please. Lana Patton. McKenna O'Neill. Rochelle Newman. Douglas Morelkin. Morgan Mitchell. Michael Mishley. Jane McNulty. Caitlin McGrath. Parker McGettrick. Devin McCarthy. Connor McCarthy. Jackson Mason. Kelsey McClellan. Gianna McCarty. Emily LaRosa. Tyler Hargrove. Jake Heckman. Olivia Hobby. Elizabeth Gummer. Grace Kinden. Craig Dunn. Aiden Donahue. Morgan Doherty. Chloe Crawford. Matthew Condon. Jacob Kopp. Drew Clancy. Jillian Chu. Brian Cashman. Chloe Berger. Nicole Berger. Morgan Bellamy. Abigail Bedard. Emily Haynes. Paul Alfier. Megan Adams. Abigail Adams. Congratulations to our friends.